Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. So, today we're going to talk about what are the 5 things that top producers, top pros, not even a top producer, just a true professional realtor does
On a daily
basis. And how you can do this easily.
Yes.
Easily. So, this is a good one.
Yeah, and when we say daily basis, we're talking 5 days a week.
5 days a week.
Not 7 days a week, 5. If you can do stuff 5 days a week, take 2 days off, you're hitting it hard.
Yeah. And if you're someone who's working 7 days a week,
We got to work on this.
you got to work on that. If you work really well on those 5 days, you deserve those 2 other days off. And I do know that sometimes people don't feel like they really worked, so they just keep on working because they didn't really. So You do these 5 things every single day, 5 days a week.
Yep.
You're taking days off.
Exactly. First tip that you should be doing on a daily basis. Reaching out and making a contact, whether it's in person or over the phone. Picking up the phone and calling someone or meeting someone for coffee or lunch. Making one contact. Just one.
So for those of you in Buffini right now, and all those that have taken Buffini.
And these are not all going to be Buffini.
Nope, or Ninja or
tips.
Whatever. I'm just saying, we took 5 a day, 10 a day, and I know some of your guys' goals. You reached out to me, and I've got 10 people. These things, and this is what Stacey wanted me to start with, but I wanted to first show you that we just want one. These are too simple to fail. Okay? Mm-hmm. The biggest thing I see in this industry, or lack thereof, is consistency.
Yeah.
When we interview agents coming from other companies or getting into the business, the number one issue is consistency. And people say, I want accountability. Maybe I want to build a team just because I want someone to pal around with to make me go do the things I know I'm supposed to do. Because consistency is so hard, because you take a course or something and you get all pumped up and you got to make 10 calls, you got to send out 20 postcards, and then it falls by the wayside. So
if you can just do one a day,
I would be
5 days a week.
Thrilled with you. You'll be thrilled with yourself. So 1 conversation on the phone or in person, someone every single day, 5 days a week. That's 20 people a month. And I can guarantee very few of you talk to 20 people in a month. You might hit them in 1 week because you go gangbusters. And then it's hard to maintain that because you get busy. You start selling houses, and then you're
writing offers and showing
dealing with
homes,
your transactions,
doing inspections. Just one.
I don't care how busy you are. I don't care how many transactions you have. You can talk to one different person, not your current client, every day.
Yeah.
Every day. And so what are you saying to these people then? So we're going to reach out to someone.
I mean, it could be a past client. It could be someone from your sphere. It could be a lead that you're trying to cultivate. I mean, there's a lot of different people you can reach out to.
Yeah. But what are you saying to these people? Could you just call and say hi? Happy birthday. I saw that it was your birthday. We haven't talked for a while. Just relationships, people.
Yeah.
I don't even care what you say. Now, if it comes up in conversation, hey, how's the market? What are you up to? You still doing that real estate thing? I mean, people say that. Then great. I don't even care.
But the purpose of your call doesn't have to be, I want to find out if they're buying or selling a home or know someone who is.
Nope.
Just pick up the phone.
1 person a day.
Yep. And that can be when you're driving home, when you're coming back from an inspection, when you're on your way to show houses. I mean, you really can slam in a phone call at any point in your day, every single day. Too easy to fail.
Awesome. That's
so
it. That's number 1.
Tip number 1.
Talk to someone every day. And it might take 5 phone calls or 10 phone calls through your database to have someone pick up. So I'm not a text message is not counting for this. Leaving a message. We want conversations, communication. Yep. 1. Just 1. That's it. Get to be a pro with one of these.
Yeah. So tip number 2 that every successful realtor does on a given day, every day, is writing one note card.
What about 10? I need to do 10.
I just want you to write just one note card. And it could be following up and thanking the person that you just talked to on the phone for your daily phone call. It could be the realtor on the other end of your transaction. It could be the title rep. It could be the mortgage loan officer. It could be your past client. It could be your neighbor. It could be someone from your sphere. Just send out one note card per day.
Is that going to do anything? One?
Write it, put a stamp on it, and get it in the mailbox. It doesn't count if you don't mail it out. So yes, it will make a difference.
And this is daily. Okay? What we're trying to get away from is, I didn't do anything today. I didn't do anything tomorrow. I didn't do anything and now I'm going to do 5.
Yeah.
And then you get overwhelmed, and now I'm behind, and I'm not going to do any. And 2 months later, you're like, when's the last time I sent out a note card? I made a phone call. I made a connection with someone because I got too busy doing whatever. Mm-hmm. 1. This is every single day. Priority.
Yep. And priority. You can do note cards amazingly in your car while you're waiting to pick up your kiddo from soccer.
You're sitting in the bus line, where the kids get picked. You're sitting, doing nothing. It takes 35 seconds to write out a note card.
Yeah. So keep your note cards with you in your car because you're actually going to find prime opportunities when you're driving through the car wash or when you're waiting for a client who texts you and says, I'm running 10 minutes late. You can pull out that note card and you can write that.
Okay, what am I saying in my note card? Because I grew up having to write thank you notes. So I know a lot of people in their minds are like, I don't have anyone to thank today. These are not thank you notes. These are note cards.
Yeah.
So what am I saying?
They can be.
Well, they could be a thank you.
They could be a thank you. I mean,
we got invited last night to dinner at a friend's house.
Yeah.
We can send them a little note card. It was great getting together with you. Really enjoyed meeting your other friends, And
you have a beautiful home.
There you go.
It doesn't have to say anything about, do you know someone looking to buy or sell?
No, so let's not get complicated. Do I put a card in there? Do I not put a
business card? Yeah.
Great. Don't. We're trying to make this too simple to fail. Not have to think too much. Okay? The main thing is getting you out, communicating, interacting with others outside of your household.
Exactly. So it doesn't have to be a thank you note. It can just be I was thinking of you. I know you guys just went on a recent vacation. I saw your pictures on Facebook, or I know you competed in a major event, whether, it was a hobby or, something that they had been training for. Congratulations on, taking on that big endeavor. You can write note cards for everything.
Yeah. You see all kinds of stuff on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, instead of thumbs upping or
write a note card instead.
It's fun to get note cards. 1 a day.
1 a day?
That's 20 a month.
All right, so we're making one phone call.
One phone call.
And we're writing one note card.
That's it.
Which may end up going hand in hand.
It could be the same person. I don't care.
So our third tip is to do something on a daily basis that furthers your real estate knowledge. And I'm going to give you a maximum of 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes out of your day to read a real estate related article or something that's going on in the market. My favorite thing to build my knowledge is to go onto RE Colorado and look at their market watch. So those of you that are old school and who have been in real estate,
I call this the hot sheet.
I did
this every single day when I was selling real estate.
You're gonna look at the
I
hot
sold
sheet.
for 20 years straight before we ever ran a company and managed for 20 years straight every day. I want to know what new listings came on the market, what sold in the area that I'm working in. So Market Watch on RE Colorado.
So if you don't know how to do this, when you log into RE Colorado and you're on your main portal, there's a box on the left-hand side. Well, it's my left-hand side. It depends on where you've moved your stuff around. But it says Market Watch and it has little binoculars. And it has multicolored charts. And it will tell you how many new listings have come on the market, how many properties went pending, how many expireds, how many withdrawns, how many coming soons, how many closed. And you can do it based on a 24-hour period, what's happened just today, the last 3 days, or the prior 7. And that will just be a nice, overview of everything. You can click a button that allows you to revise that, and you can get market specific. So maybe you specialize in Highlands Ranch and you just want to know what's going on in Highlands Ranch. Or maybe you live in Homestead and you say, I just want to know what's going on in my neighborhood. You can literally go in, put in price range, put in square footage, put in subdivision. You can make that as microscopic as you want. So today, I just looked at the hot sheet for what's going on in the Denver metro area as of 9 a.m. this morning. And what I came up with is there are 16 new listings that have hit the market so far today, 3 new coming soons, 3 properties have come back on the market, so they fell out of contract. We saw 3 price increases, 2 price decreases, 50 pendings, 3 withdrawals, 21 closed transactions, and 6 expireds popped up this morning.
That's today.
That's just today. So, because Highlands Ranch was where we specialized in when we were selling real estate, I thought, well, what's going on in Highlands Ranch? There's 3 new listings. There's 2 new coming soons, a back on the market, 11 properties that went pending just this morning, and 5 properties that have closed. So I went in and said, well, of those closed properties, let's see what days on market look like. So if someone in the grocery store sees my name badge on when I'm standing in line and says, oh, you're in real estate, what's going on in the market? I know what days on market are, and I know what's coming on the market. So days on market for the 5 closed transactions that were recorded this morning, 2.5 days on the market. And that was a price range of $480 to $1.6 million.
Wow.
So, yeah.
But what great information when you leave your house, and that's what we want you to be doing, leaving your home and getting out and about and running into people and talking to people. Go get your daily coffee or tea or water outside your house. And when they say, hey, how's your day going? You're like, it's going great. There's an amazing market that is still happening. Oh, you're in real estate? Oh, yeah, and I just looked this morning, and this morning. Mm-hmm. Be specific, not, oh, it's just crazy, it's amazing. No, what's going on? And know your market. And you can, on that market watch, have multiple market watches. Yeah. So maybe you work Homestead, Highlands Ranch, and maybe there's a part of Denver downtown that you're really interested in, Park Hill or whatever.
Wash Park.
Put that in, Market Watch, and be knowledgeable.
Yeah, and you don't even have to press a button. Like
no,
when you
it's
log
right there.
in, the numbers are right there. And you can click on, it says 3 new listings. You click on new listings, and it will open up and show you what those properties are. So for Highlands Ranch this morning, there's a listing that just hit the market for $600,000, one for $685,000, and one for $550,000. You've got the addresses right there, which leads into our fourth tip, and that's preview 1 house each day, 1 new listing each day.
I don't know why people don't do this more often. When we interview brand new agents and ask, why are you guys getting in the business? We hear so many times, I love houses. And then all the other reasons. I love houses.
I love houses.
You have the magic keys to go look at houses. Go preview. Mm-hmm. That is part of being an expert. A professional is knowing the market. Maybe you don't have a client for it. That's okay. You call up, you set the showing or the preview, not showing, the preview, and say, I want to come take a look at the home. I like to know what's going on in the market. I don't know if I'm a buyer right now. If they ask you, I need a look. I preview. That is what it takes to be an expert. That way, when you see a $685,000 house come up today and it sells in 2.5 days, and you see a month from now that house sold for $7.25, you know what that house looked like, you know what it sold for. So now when you start doing market analysis and we tell you, you got to go preview the current competition for a market analysis, mm-hmm. and you have the sold data, there's a good likelihood that you've seen those homes.
You've been in those homes.
Because you can't get in them now. But what an expert are you when you sit down with a client to do a CMA and you have the printout and here's what's currently on the market. And yes, I've looked at all these homes that are currently. And yeah, I actually looked at those homes too that have sold. I know my market. I'm a pro. Mm-hmm. And it's fun. Who doesn't? We like to go look at. And it's amazing. Paul said this at our sales meeting. I think the sales meeting. When you're fishing, you get in the river. You get in the river. That's where the fish are. When you're a realtor, when you're selling houses, get in the market. The market is looking at houses, talking to people. Get in the mix and you'll be amazed what happens. I can't tell you how many times throughout my career I'm out previewing something and a buyer comes up and says, hey, are you showing the home? And you're like, well, I'm taking a look at it right now. And they're like, hey, can I come in? Well, we need to set up an appointment to do that. Are you working with a realtor? No, we just are here on a house hunting trip from Atlanta. You got someone to talk to. It's amazing what happens when you get outside of your house and you start doing real estate activities. And it's fun.
Yeah.
And when you go and preview, take a different route. Take a different road. Get to know the area. If you're always used to going down Broadway and then I turn out, well, what's down that road? I've never been down. Go drive down there.
Take a little detour.
It's part of the game of being. It's fun.
Yeah. But if you want to improve your CMAs tenfold,
Oh my
previewing will help you with that. And I know so many times CMAs can be really, really challenging. And I don't know what the value of granite is versus formica or hardwoods versus linoleum or, a mountain view versus backing to a road. When you get inside these houses and you see what they're priced at and what features they have and how much they go over asking price, all the puzzle pieces start to come together because you're experiencing it firsthand. So yeah, if you are wanting at all to improve your CMA skills, this is your number one tool.
Yeah. And I can think of several agents that were taking courses with us who were scared to use a lockbox, scared to go look at a house. And we were like, you have to. And they did this. And there are a couple of our top agents now. I'm not going to throw their names out, but if they're watching, go ahead and type in and go, yeah, I do remember when Todd and Stacey said, go preview. And I started doing that, and it's amazing how I just started doing real estate.
Happen.
That's part of the business. And yeah, I can't stress, that was probably one of the number one things I did when I first started my career is went and looked at houses. I knew nothing about pricing and houses and what you get for what. There's nothing better than going and looking, and it's amazing what you'll run into when you're out and about.
Yeah. So maybe focus in on a niche market so it's super easy for you to make that one preview, go in, do your market watch, see there's 3 new listings that have come up in my market watch. Click on that button. It'll load up those 3 listings. Pick one of them to go preview. You don't have to preview every house under the sun. Just do 1 a day.
And you can tie this all in. So you pull up the hot sheet, you see there's a new listing. I'm going to go look at that new listing. Then you run over to the Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. Go get your
Grab
coffee.
your coffee, have a
Chit
conversation.
chat with someone. They're like, what are you out doing? Oh, I'm taking a look at this new house that just came on the market. Oh, are you a realtor? Well, Then you got a little conversation going. Who knows who's listening to you while you're standing in line? Again, when you're out and about, it's amazing what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then when you get done previewing, on your way home, make your phone call to a past client or a lead that you're following up on or just someone that you want to say hey to. Send that person a note card thanking them for their time. It was so great connecting. And you know what? You've just knocked out 4 of your to-dos for the day. It's not even 11 a.m.
No, these are the big rocks. These are the big rocks. These are the things that must be done. Too easy to fail, but must be done. And then all the other little things can get scattered in. You can do your Facebook posts. You can go set a showing.
You can attend that home inspection. You can
work on your file.
Stuff for your appraiser appointment that's coming tomorrow. Yeah, all that stuff will still make it into your day.
Number 5. Add to your database.
One person. Just add one person a day.
How do I do that? Well, I bet for the next 2 months, you can just think of people.
Yeah.
You can just think, I haven't added my best friend because it's my best friend. She knows I'm in real estate. Every single person you know should be in your database. And we'll talk about what to do with that database. We've talked about what to do with it, but we'll do it again at another Monday update. Just keep adding to your database. Mm-hmm. People you know, and don't exclude. Well, my dentist probably knows it. Add your dentist. Add them. My teacher, add them. Add everyone you know. We'll get rid of people later.
Yeah.
Add them
And
now.
if you're one of those that says, I've added my friends, I've added my neighbors, I've added my family, I've added everyone in my sphere, I don't have any more people to add. Like, I'm truly out. Go join a group. Go start a new hobby. Get involved.
Go do
Go
something.
meet new people.
Yeah.
Go to a charity event. Go to, a function of some sort.
Starbucks.
Go to
The
Starbucks.
barista. Did you add the barista? Well, there are people. There's people everywhere. It's really, you have to put yourself out and you have to ask and you have to talk. Again, what I loved doing, I like looking at cars. You got salespeople. They're meeting people all the time. Go test drive some cars. That kind of gets, at least when I was younger, got me excited about making some more money. I want to go buy a new car someday. And then, you want to go get a nicer car someday. Well, go meet some salespeople and add them to your database. And now maybe you can work together. Shopping. I used to like to go into Nordstrom's, and those are salespeople. They need a database. You need a database. There's people everywhere that are looking to make connections and work with others. You just got to get out and communicate.
Yeah, maybe go try a new restaurant, a local mom and pop that just opened, or a new coffee shop, or a new bakery, or a new clothing store, something that is individual owner operated that maybe you just know opened in a particular area. Wander in, support them, ask questions, and in turn they'll probably strike up a conversation with you too, and you guys will have an amazing dialogue and potentially be able to add each other to your databases. So
one a day.
Just one.
So these are too simple to fail.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. They're important though. And it's easy to go do things that aren't as important, that are, I don't know, even simpler than this. I don't know.
It's way easier to sit behind your email and respond.
Play on the computer. Yeah.
And to organize.
I was just going to say
organize. I
organize.
want to organize my priorities. I'm going to, make my to-do list. And you spend a week doing your to-do list and never actually executing on anything.
Yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 was
phone call or in-person meeting. Make one contact.
One conversation.
Yep.
If you like to see people face to face, great. If you like to talk on the phone, great. A text message is not a conversation.
Nope.
Just
doesn't count.
That doesn't. If you want to do that today too, great. That's not 1 over 5. That's number 6. Awesome. Do that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't replace
Nope.
Number 2.
Note card. Write one note card.
One note card.
Not a thank you card, just a note card.
Great seeing you yesterday. Congratulations on your son or daughter, valedictorian, whatever. Reach out and say hello to people and make them feel good.
Yep.
Make them feel good. You're writing a note card, make them feel good.
Yep. Number 3 is dedicate 10 minutes of your day to improving your market knowledge, whether it's you market watch, reading an article. Take our weekly update and actually go through and click through the links on the real estate articles that Paul and I spend time pulling each week to make sure you guys are current on what's going on for the week. 10 minutes each
Every day. Every day. This is a pro. This is a pro. You know what's going on. You know what's going on.
Yeah, and when the market stats come out, well, that's easy. I mean, you can spend 10 minutes a day for an entire week going through the DMAR Market Trends Report or the Smedger Report. Number 4, don't forget, preview 1 property per day. And you can find those easily on RE Colorado.
That's love it. That was like the most fun. Who doesn't want to go look at houses? We love looking at houses. Get ideas, whatever. Previews, though.
Yep.
So those of you who might be brand new going, how do I set a show? Well, this is very opportune. You need to know how to do this. You need to know how to set a preview and a showing. And if you don't know, use Market Watch, RE Colorado. They've got great classes, great training. Now we've got stuff for you to do after you've done your 5 things. Go learn how to do this other stuff.
Exactly. Learn how to use an electronic lockbox.
Yeah.
For sure.
Number 5. Add to your database.
1 person.
Every day.
Yep.
Every day. So, too simple to fail is what we're hoping for.
Yes.
We're not looking for 5 a day, 10 a day, 20 a day. If you have those goals set for yourself, because now you've been doing this business for a year, 5 years, whatever, and you know it takes more than 1 to get to where you want to be, awesome. But if you're just throwing out ideas and throwing out numbers because you've never done this before and you haven't been that consistent and you want to just knock it out of the park and go crazy and just too simple to fail. You can always do more. Can't
Yeah.
do less. Always do more. Can't do less. This is
bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
So when you're sick, when your kid's homesick, when all heck is breaking loose in your world, you have to be able to do these 5 things regardless. Unless you're on vacation or out of town. Well, then
time off is time off.
But yeah.
Too often in this business, again, it's the lack of consistency that I see. And too often, I've got to take somebody to the airport. I've got to do, the things I hear out there of why people can't get things done is amazing. Because we're independent contractors and we have freedom to do whatever we want. Our friends, family, spouse, whatever, don't think we have jobs that we're committed to. Well, I'm trying to give you guys a commitment. 5 things to do every day. Mm-hmm. That's your commitment. Too easy to fail. And who has come up with these too simple to fail habits?
Well, it comes from a lot of different authors.
Yeah.
I mean, there are several books out there that talk about...
But one we really like is by James Clear.
Yep.
Lee.
James Clear.
Clear.
No,
James Clear.
Clear. It's called Atomic Habits. And we have talked about this on other Tuesday talks in the past. But if you haven't read Atomic Habits, definitely pick that book up.
And I'm actually going to post, I've talked about Brian Johnson's Optimize.me. It's free. So all the things that we used to pay for and all of our philosopher notes and plus ones and our master classes that Stacey and I have been paying for years, it's free. There's no obligation, no trickery going on. Sign up, optimize.me.
But you'll share.
His philosopher notes are amazing. And they're audio, video, and then PDF. And he just takes the books, Brian that is, and he's got over 600 books that he's read, like from every kind of genre that you can imagine. Of course, this is personal development or help or health or things like that. We're not talking...
But he's even done Harry Potter.
Yeah, well, because there's things to learn from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And he takes and breaks these down into these amazing top 10 takeaways.
I call them Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes, but better than Cliff Notes, because he brings other people's thoughts into the one book and how you can apply it. Anyway, I'm going to download that PDF from James Clear, Atomic Habits, and we'll post it onto this Facebook feed. And you guys can see, we're like, I don't know what this philosopher note thing is, and I'm not signing up for any. No, please do.
So we'll give you a sneak peek at it.
We'll give you a sneak peek of what that looks like.
Hopefully entice you by reading these 6 pages that, yes, this is a book that I need to read.
Yeah. So.
All right. I think
Awesome.
we got everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys.
Have a great week.
Yeah. We'll see
Stay
you next
warm.
Monday.
It's going to get cold.
I know. Brr.
Be good. See ya.
Bye.